Okay, so the Iron Chef lesson, for people who aren't familiar, is essentially a jigsaw where you break up information, give it out to different parties. They chew on just that piece, come together as a group, and then teach the class as a whole. That's like the super stripped down version of it.
Totally.
But I was thinking, I'm like, okay, I know from multiple years of experience that the Iron Chef lesson is awesome. The students don't get tired of it.
No.
Because the content's always changing, but the platform itself is the same.
Yeah.
The protocol. And I know it's wicked effective. So I was curious to start thinking, does it hit these skills?
Right.
And so the little work, and here's what I came up with. So Iron Chef lesson, kind of modified jigsaw. If we look at the cognitive domain, so cognitive, interpersonal, self-leadership, and digital, those 4 main domains of the skills. Under the cognitive, creativity and imagination, structured problem solving, and active listening. It hits 3.
That, but yeah,
because it's encouraging creative solutions to problems. They have to analyze in a structured fashion. There's team input. There's breaking up the task into, I never say like everybody gets a slide. I'm like, this task is what your group is in charge of. You break it up the way that you need to.
Right. Okay. So that's organization.
And then there we go. Work plan development and all of that. That's there too. So then if we look at the interpersonal one, the skills are teamwork, effectiveness, and developing relationships.
Yeah.
You really have to learn to work together, not in like a dreaded group project model, but like, hey, I'm going to do all the images, you do all of the quotations, and then let's talk and make sure that they work, right? We're building skills. Under self-leadership, it hits self-motivation and wellness. And I thought, I was like, oh, what's that one? How does that work, right?
Yeah.
But they are actually fun to do these.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they have a stake in it. Like they have the choice of how they break it up.
Okay.
Right? Like
Agency.
I tell them what it is that we need to use, the content, usually, I don't always. And then I kind of let the baby go. They get to decide how it gets broken up, and then that works for them. And goals and achievement is another one of the 56 skills, because they set like, I'm going to do these things.
Right.
And then they do those things.
Right.
Right.
And
pretty
it's
simple
all
one.
reasonable in the right
learning to
amount of
manage
time.
your own learning and like striving towards hit academic goals. That's really the all of that one.
I wouldn't have thought those last few.
Under self-leadership.
On the Iron Chef, but that makes so much sense.
Yeah. And then the last of the domains that Iron Chef hits under the digital domain, which if you do it digitally, not everybody does it digitally, but there's 2, the digital literacy and digital collaboration. So basically just using tools to work in a group collaborative environment and enhancing what you're able to do through digital means.
Sure. Yeah.
And so, I love doing these analog. I love doing them on paper too, but there is something more effective about a digital space.
Yeah. It's clean. It's quick.
Clean. It's quick. They have the world of the internet to look at.
Imagery, all of those things.
All of that stuff. But so I just thought, oh, well, maybe that's why I know that the Iron Chef lesson works so well, is it's hitting so many of these things that now have been identified as foundational skills.
Okay. Right.
It's kind of my thought.
So instead of, like just aligning the standards.
Yeah.
We're thinking about aligning to real skills.
Practicing these things. And I've done this passive up to this point, right? I couldn't tell you which the foundational skills were that they've been practicing, but that's changing now. I want to start bringing it up, articulating it and saying like, hey guys, like of these skill sets, which one are you going to focus on?